don't know what time I got home last night. Everyone was just dancing in the club. Low ceiling, black walls, strobe lights. Everything was hazy. Everything was hazy. Everything was hazy. Everything was hazy. Everything was hazy. And ladies and gentlemen, our group is on the way back to the pontoon. Just a couple of 100 meters short of finishing lap number 1. So probably another 2.5, 3 minutes before they reach the swing exit and the blue carpet. And then take the Australian exit. There is one athlete clearly in the lead, approximately 5 meters ahead of the chase group. Let's see if he can make the decisive move on the second lap.
Pongo a bailar como trompo. Viene con su combo. Una nena que causa quilombo. Como trompo, ya no viene sola, viene con su combo. Pura nena que causa quilombo, le gusta el perreo, le gusta el polvo. Pura nena que causa quilombo.
Haydi bakalım, hazır mıyız alkışlamaya? İlk turları tamamlayacak olan tüm sporcuları yürekten alkışlıyoruz. Şu anda tamamladıkları mesafe 750 metre. Üstüne bir 750 metre daha yüzecekler. Hepsi alkışı hak ediyor. Kim olursa olsun, hangi milletten olursa olsun.
Leading the race is Kiyotaro Yokishawa, Japan. Second place, Uzbekistan. Let's go, the boys. Let's go, let's go, let's go. So this is a group of approximately 12 athletes together, and this is our chase group. There is already a gap of approximately 10 seconds. Let's see if that gap can grow on the next lap. Kazakhstan on the pontoon. Our next athlete heading out, this is Artin Nasiri from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Now another Iranian athlete, Poria Shami. Now Fernando Jose Cáceres from the Philippines. Let's go. Aliyev from Uzbekistan. And this was Ruslan Karnilov, Uzbekistan.
Don't take a dive, Jorge. This is Johnny Chan, Macau. And this is Mohammad Amin Sadramin from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Let's go. So this was our lap number 1. Now all our athletes are on their second lap of the swim.
Evet dostlar, hepsi ilk turu tamamladı. Şimdi ikinci 750 metredeler. Ardından 40 kilometrelik bisiklet etabı onları bekliyor olacak.
Ladies and gentlemen, our athlete from Japan still up in the lead, Kiyotaro Yoshikawa. He has a 10-second lead. I would actually assume that he would like to take a smaller group with him on the bike, probably 4 to 5 athletes. Let's see if that plan is going to work out for him. But now there is a clear separation between our group 1 and group 2. So there are approximately 7 to 8 athletes in our first group. And then probably a gap of 15 seconds to the second one. ladies and gentlemen, start to get your hands out of your pockets. Get your hands ready to welcome our first athlete out of the water. There he comes. This is race number 16, Kiyotaro Yoshikawa, Japan. Welcome. Kiyotaro Yoshikawa. Let's go the boys. Jeremy Quindos, Kunishov, Elka.
Nerede alkışlarımız? Yürekten şöyle gönülden alkışlıyoruz.
Uchida Maeda. Both from Japan. Amila from Indonesia. Yamamoto from Japan. Makarov, Uzbekistan. Kim from Korea. Coggins from Hong Kong, China. And this is our second group, Sato, Yamukatsu, Jozuka, Tang from China, let's go the boys. Another athlete from Hong Kong, China, Basin Bayer from Kazakhstan, silver medalist, 2016 Asian Games. Kiss from Singapore, Kawasaki from Japan, Chemio from Kazakhstan, Kodayev, Uzbekistan, and 10 from Kazakhstan, Alexander 10. Abdrahimov from Kyrgyzstan, heading into transition as well. There are still some athletes remaining in the water, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring them all into transition.
Evet, şu anda suda 10 kişi kaldı, 10 kişi. Son 10 kişi.
So this is Artin Nasiri from the Islamic Republic of Iran.
Passing every red light, I know I'm in over my head, a rebel and I don't hide. Remember all the words that you said. Even if the love was hurting, I'll be yours.
Artem Hanadayev, Kyrgyzstan.
I can feel the fires burning. Give me more.
Let's go, let's go, let's
Tell
go.
me, would you feel
Korea
my
Shami, Iran. Aliyev from Uzbekistan.
good enough?
Caceres from the Philippines.
Would you feel my love? Yeah, I can never leave 'cause I needed that feeling. Let me feel your love. You can make me let go. Forget about the world for a while.
Let's bring them all home, ladies
You
and
let me a
gentlemen.
hello.
Our next athlete
I'm
from
drowning in the
Uzbekistan,
blue of your eyes.
Ruslan Kardilov,
Even if the love was
Uzbekistan.
hurting, I'll be yours. I'll be
Now
yours.
from Iran, Farid Hajipur.
Fire's burning. Give me more.
And our next athlete from Macau, this is Lao,
Second of a good.
Chouk Hei Lao.
So tell me, would you feel my love?
Two more athletes remaining in the water, ladies and gentlemen. Two more athletes.
That feeling. Let me feel your love. Let me feel your love.
Here comes Chan from Macau. This is Chon Ip Chan. And let's put our hands together for our last athlete, ladies and gentlemen. This is John Chicano from the Philippines. Let's go, John.
She's heard it all before, lying on her bedroom floor, thinking my life has to be worth.
So, ladies and gentlemen, this was the swim. And let's now head over to our triathlon arena for some live triathlon action.
Looking for a start, but it's just too dark. When streams get a little bit wider, and it's hard to swim across the water, and the scars get a little bit deeper, and the flames.
And our last athlete out of the water, Muhammad Amin, Sadr Amin. And comes along Chase group number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Completing lap number 2. So 6 more laps to go for these boys. 6 athletes riding together in that group. So this is actually a race where the field already fell into little patterns and pieces. So we have multiple smaller groups racing against each other, trying to get either away or closer to each other. And there is yet another group coming along, ladies and gents. Remember, we had 50 athletes in our field today. And this is already our 5th or 6th group coming along, starting lap number 3. And ladies and gentlemen, in the meantime, it's very important to mention that we have to thank one of the intellectual architects of this event, the former president of the European Triathlon Union, Mr. Renato Bertrandi. He worked a lot for this event to make this event happen. It was he was one of the people whose vision it was to organize an event on 2 continents at the same time for 2 continental events. So thank you very much again, Renato, for giving your input and for giving us your vision. And Istanbul really rocks. This is the first ever triathlon event in history where we have 2 continental championships for 2 different continents in the same venue, in the same location at the same time, as well as the race course bridging between 2 continents, between Europe and Asia.
Evet dostlar, Renato Bertrandi'ye yürekten teşekkür ediyoruz. Gerçek bir Türk dostu. Avrupa Triathlon Birliği eski başkanı Renato Bertrandi'ye yanımızda olduğu için, görevden ayrılmasına rağmen halen Türk triatlonuna destek verdiği için canı gönülden, yürekten teşekkür ediyoruz. Ve bir teşekkür de Umke'ye, her yarışta iyi ki Umke yanımızda derim. Bir de şöyle bir şey eklerim genelde. İnşallah Umke'ye işimiz düşmezdi. Ama bugün Umke'ye bir iş düşmüş ve Umkeciler o işin de altından böyle başarıyla kalkmışlar. Sizlere helal olsun diyoruz. Türkiye'nin adını en güzel şekilde duyurdunuz. Harikasınız. Sizlerle gurur duyuyoruz arkadaşlar. Umkecilerle. Harikasınız. İyi ki yanımızdasınız. İyi ki varsınız.
Remember, ladies and gentlemen, the lapping rule applies to this race as well, which means that if an athlete is being lapped on the bike, then he has to withdraw from the race, he has to pull out. And I'm afraid this is more likely to happen to some of our athletes racing on the course, as the gap between them and our race leaders was quite significant already after the swim. More and more on the bike. So this is our closing motorcycle, which means this is our last group. 1 athlete from Iran and 1 athlete from Uzbekistan riding in that group. They are starting lap number 3 as well on the bike. And this is already our lead group, ladies and gentlemen. Starting lap number 4. And they only remain 6 in that lead group. Only 6 athletes remaining. Jeremy Quindo, the World Military Triathlon Championship bronze medalist from Samarkand last weekend. Racing for Uzbekistan is in that group, and he's one of the best runners on the circuit. So if he can stay with his group, if nobody gets away, definitely watch out for Jeremy Quindo. He should be one of the hot race favorites then. Seems to be an athlete coming now who dropped out of the first group, and now comes the first big chase group, and they are most likely going to catch up with our dropped out athletes on the next kilometers. They are approximately 1 minute and 20 seconds behind. And there comes chase group number 2, ladies and gentlemen. Another group of 7 to 8 athletes.
Değerli dostlar, bisiklet etabı 2-3 gruba ayrıldığı için şu anda buradan kaçıncı turda olduklarını takip etme şansımız çok zor. 47 sporcu start almıştı. Şu anda yarışma dışı kalan sporcu, 47'si de yarışmada. Ancak 40 kilometrelik etap uzun ve biz şu anda sporcuların kaçıncı turda olduklarını göremiyoruz. Ancak yarışmanın çok da uzun süreceğini de düşünmüyoruz. Çünkü inanılmaz bir tempoda yarışma devam ediyor. Yüzme etabında zaten gördünüz. 750 metrelik mesafeyi neredeyse 8-9 dakikada yüzenler vardı. Çok hızlı çıktılar sudan. Aynı performansı şimdi bisiklette de devam ettiriyorlar.
They go. No. So the last one was 45 and 42.
is what you call a bad bitch. This is what you call a bad bitch. What?
There is our lead group coming again, ladies and gentlemen. Just around the last corner. And the long straight towards the transition area. It's still 6 athletes. So, ladies and gentlemen, the time gap is growing between our first group and first chase group. Now it's over a minute and a half. So it's fair to say that if it stays like that, we are going to have our new European champion coming, originating from our lead group on the bike. And there comes chase group number 2. They are already 2 minutes behind. They are together to be able to catch up or join forces with our first chase group. Let's see what happens on the next lap on the bike. We are now 55 minutes into our race. 2 more laps to go on the bike. Ladies and gentlemen, we are now 1 hour into our race, 1 hour into our race. And the next time we see our first group passing transition, this is going to be the last one. So they are going to head out for their last lap of cycling, the last 5Ks on the bike. And ladies and gentlemen, now we are seeing a breakaway effort on the top of the hill. This is how that is done. One athlete trying to get a kick and trying to get away on Heartbreak Hill. And indeed, one athlete managed to break away. I think it is from the lead group. Let's see how this is going to work out. We have another good 2Ks to go from there. Our athlete attacked at the right time, ladies and gentlemen, just before the very steep hill section. Nobody managed to go with him. And it seems he got a 5-second advantage until now. But the group seems determined as well, not letting him go. Let's see how this pans out. About a K&a-half to go now to reach transition. And there they come along, ladies and gents. Just around the corner. And ladies and gentlemen, they are already on their way back, our lead group. So in the next couple of minutes, we are going to welcome them into our elite transition area. And then they are going to start their 3-lap run. There they come along, the last time around the corner. Let's get ready, Istanbul. Let's get ready to welcome our athletes into transition. And there they are. Let's get ready to rumble Istanbul. Into that group we have with race number 16, first out of the water, Kiyotaro Yoshikawa. Also Jeremy Quindo, probably the biggest favorite now for the victory here. They already starting to unclip their shoes. They are now cruising into transition and starting the 3 laps run. 10Ks total. So this is now transition, what we see on the big screen right now, ladies and gentlemen. As we say in triathlon, you cannot win a race with a good transition, but you can definitely lose it. So we've got Elga from Hong Kong, we have Hojo from Japan, we've got Quindo from Uzbekistan. In that group, remember Elk, he's Robin Elk, he's the under-23 Asian champion from last year. Then we have the Sprint Asia champion from this year, Takumi Hojo from Japan. He's also in that lead group. Of course, Jeremy Quindo, the mixed relay military triathlon world champion. Sorry, in the mixed relay they finished 4th, but he finished 3rd and bronze medal in the individual race. And now we have 3 laps to go, ladies and gents. 3 laps to go on the run. So shortly we'll be able to welcome our athletes for the first time here. For the first 2 occasions, they are going to run past our finish chute. And for the 3rd time, they're going to take a direct turn to the left and then heading straight to the finish line. But that's only on lap number 3. So currently this is Takumi Hojo from Japan. Right behind we have Zhang from China. So this seems to be our leading duo at the moment. They had the fastest transition. Well, Takumi Hojo looking really strong. Very relaxed stride. And he's not the biggest athlete either, so with this humidity, this might play into his cards. We are now 1 hour and 20 minutes into our race, ladies and gentlemen. And our lead group has already completed the half, probably they have completed half of the first lap until now. So another K or so to go on the first lap. And by the time they pass us here for the first time, they are going to have another 2 laps to go. Ladies and gentlemen, there comes our race leaders, our leading duo. Still running side by side. Although Takumi Hojo, the sprint Asian champion, is trying to get most of the work done. In third place, we have Jeremy Quindo from Uzbekistan. So in a short while, they are going to come around for the first time, ladies and gentlemen. There comes our leading race official. It's only a couple of moments away, and there they come, ladies and gentlemen. Takumi Hojo from Japan leading the race. Zhang from China trying to go with him. Sirei Zhang in second place. There comes Jeremy Quindo, the bronze medalist at the Military Triathlon World Championships just a couple of weeks ago in third. There comes Robin Elg, the under-23 Asian champion last year. And this is Krupiakov from Kazakhstan in fifth. So Yegor Krupiakov, Coggins from Hong Kong, coming through in sixth. This is Oscar Coggins. And our next athlete coming through, ladies and gentlemen. This is Yamamoto from Japan. Yasumatsu and Maeda, both from Japan. Starting lap number 2 on the run. Let's go, the boys. Ma from China and Uchida from Japan, our next athletes. They're still in the top 10. This is Fan from China. Let's go, let's go, let's go. 2 more laps. This is Tsuai Pan from Taipei, Chinese Taipei. Tsuai Pan. Iskasov from Kazakhstan. Makarov from Uzbekistan. And this is now Wong coming through from Hong Kong, followed by Kim from Korea. Actually, 2 Kims, both from Korea, chasing through. So this was Ju-Young Kim, our second Korean athlete, starting his second lap on the run. Amila from Indonesia. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Rashif Amila Yakin. And this is now Yoshikawa. He was leading after the swim. He was the first athlete out of the water. But it seems like he had a crash on the bike, unfortunately. He went down, but still he keeps on racing. Bensimbayev from Kazakhstan. Jozuka and Zhang chasing through. From Japan and China. Remember Bensimbayev, he's the silver medalist of the Asian Games back in 2018. From Kazakhstan, Ayan Bensimbayev. So let's see how this race pans out, because Takumi Hojo, he really looked fresh. And it really looked like that he has still another gear to go. And this is our next athlete, Jason Tai Long Ng from Hong Kong. 5th at the 2023 Asian Games in Hangzhou. And Konbayev from Kazakhstan, our next athlete, starting lap number 2 on the run. So now on the big screen, we see our leading duo. And it's still Hojo doing the majority of the work on the run. And Zhang trying to hang on. Alexander 10, Kazakhstan. Let's go, let's go, let's go. This is Wang from China, race number 28, Mingyu Wang, starting his 2nd lap.
Evet, artık yavaş yavaş yarışmanın sonlarına doğru yaklaşıyoruz. Asya grubu elitlerinde 40 sporcu start almıştı. Bakalım yarışmanın galibi kim olacak? Hepsi bekliyoruz. 2 gün sürecek olan Asya Avrupa Triathlon Şampiyonası'nda heyecan doruklarda. Ekrandan da takip ettiğimiz kadarıyla İstanbul'un bütün güzelliklerine sadece biz hayran olmuyoruz, aynı zamanda onlar da hayran oluyor. Şu anda artık son turları kaldı. Yarışmanın galibini birazdan burada göreceğiz. 1500 metre yüzdüler, 40 kilometre bisiklete bindiler ve 10 kilometre koşarak yarışmayı tamamlamaya çalışıyor sporcular.
Now our leading duo is getting to the turnaround point on the run course. Now they're going to chuck a Yui to take a U-turn. And then they're going to head back towards our triathlon arena. Remember, on this section it's going a little bit up. So it's a little bit going upwards. So it's ascending. And then on the way back, they are going to descend. So this is the part where they are descending. So this is where they are, they be able to put in an extra gear. So Takumi Hojo still doing the majority of the workload. And Zhang just tries to stick to our Japanese athlete, to the sprint Asian champion this year. Now Takumi Hojo trying to let our Chinese athlete to the front a little bit. Getting a water, some cooling water at the aid station. Now let's see what is going to happen. So far he has done the majority of the work. Now he is letting our Chinese athlete to the front. And we have Shami and Nasiri from the Islamic Republic of Iran, starting lap number 2 on the run. Let's go, the boys. And now he is trying to make a move, ladies and gentlemen. Takumi Hojo. He certainly changed his pace there. Trying to drop Sirei Zhang. And it seems our Chinese athlete, he's struggling. So there's a bit of a gap growing, indeed, ladies and gentlemen. Takumi Hojo really made his move. He was very smart, waited until the aid station, got some water on top of his head, got himself cooled down a little bit, and now this is the, well, slight downhill section where he found another gear, and now he is trying to break away from Sirei Zhang. Now there is a gap of 3 to 4 seconds already. And our Chinese athlete starting to losing touch from our leader. And remember, Takumi Hojo, he already claimed the sprint title at the Asia Triathlon Championships this year. So now he is on his way to get another individual Asian title under 12 this year on the Olympic distance.
Evet, yarışmanın sonlara yaklaştıkça ekrandan da gördüğümüz kadarıyla atletlerin tempolarını nasıl artırdıklarına şahit oluyoruz. Gitgide artan bir tempo ile yarışıyorlar. Normalde 10 kilometrelik mesafe 30 dakika, 30 dakika, 31 dakika civarında bitmeli ama gerçekten triatletlerde normal aynı seviyede. Ve şu anda
Takumi Hojo already 5 seconds ahead of Sirei Zhang from China. So Japan in front, China in second, and they start the last lap.
grubun liderlerini görüyorsunuz. Japon ve Çinli sporcu şu anda müthiş bir hızla yarışın sonlarına doğru müthiş bir hızla tempolarını gitgide artırdılar. Bakalım yarışın galibi kim olacak? Biz de bekliyoruz.
Coming through in third, ladies and gentlemen, this is Jeremy Quindo from Uzbekistan. Currently in a position for the bronze medal. One more lap to go. Let's go, Jeremy.
Evet Bayram Başkanım, iddiaları başlatabilirsin. Japon mu Çinli mi olacak? İddiaları başlatabilirsin. Birbirlerine çok yakınlar.
And this is going to be the battle for 4th, 5th and 6th, ladies and gentlemen. Krupyakov from Kazakhstan, Elga from Hong Kong, and chasing from behind, Oscar Coggins, also Hong Kong. So two Hong Kong athletes, two athletes from Hong Kong, China in our leading 6. And actually 3 athletes. Now we have another Chinese athlete coming through. And this is Ma from China, Uchida from Japan, and Maeda from Japan.
Bravo Maeda. Evet, elit erkeklerde belirgin bir Japonya üstünlüğü var. Özellikle baş taraflarda. Bu yarışa Türkiye hazırlandıkları belli. Çinlilerle Japonlar arasında inanılmaz bir mücadele var. Bakalım yarışmanın galibi kim olacak, biz de heyecan içerisinde bekliyoruz. Bu arada drone çekimiyle İstanbul'un bütün güzelliklerini seyretme şansımız oluyor. Drone çekimi yapan teknik ekibe de yürekten teşekkür ediyoruz. Bu güzellikleri sadece bizlerle değil, dünyanın her yeriyle paylaşıyor.
Pan from Chinese Taipei, our next athlete coming through. And now this is Baysinbayev, Ayan Baysinbayev. Followed by Meylan Iskakov from Kazakhstan. They are all starting their last lap on the run. Makarov from Uzbekistan. Alexei Makarov. And look at his pace, ladies and gentlemen, carving it up from behind. This is Darin Konisbayev from Kazakhstan. Now comes Jozuka from Japan. And our two Korean athletes, Kim and Kim, running side by side. Wong from Hong Kong, our next athlete, starting his last lap on the run. And ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget that as soon as we have all our finishers across the line, we are going to start our medal presentations for our elite men as well as our elite women in the Europe Triathlon Championships. So we are going to have them on the main stage roughly around 8:15, 8:20.
Değerli dostlar, 6 çeyrekte elit kategorisi madalya töreni, 6,5'ta yaş grubunun madalya töreni var, bilginize. Tekrar ediyorum. 6 çeyrekte elit kategorisi madalya töreni, 6,5'ta yaş grubunun madalya töreni var, bilginize. Sizleri tabii ki madalya töreni bekliyoruz.
Alexander 10, that was Alexander 10, starting his last lap on the run. Now this is Wang from China, on his last lap again. Mingyu Wang. And Takumi Hojo really dropped the hammer down, ladies and gentlemen, extending his lead now. I think it should be more than 10 seconds. But he is still pushing very hard. Not to let any surprise happening on the last half lap. He is going to reach the turnaround point shortly. And remember, from there onwards, it's only going to go downhill. So 1.2 Ks to go from that section onwards. So we're probably around 4 minutes away from welcoming our new Asian champion 2025. Remember, he won the sprint championships as well, like a sprint event, and the Asia Triathlon Championships earlier this year. So now he is on his way to get the double done and win both individual titles, the sprint and the Olympic distance, and the Asian Triathlon Championships. And there comes another athlete from Uzbekistan starting his lap. This is Hojayev. And this is now Fernando from the Philippines. Let's go, let's go, let's go! And ladies and gentlemen, let's get ready to rumble. Let's get ready for some serious rock and roll. We're probably a couple of minutes away from welcoming our new Asian champion 2025 to the finish line. And it seems like Takumi Hojo really didn't want to let it go to the last 100 meters. He certainly didn't want a sprint finish to happen, because that's like penalties in football. In a sprint finish, even if you are stronger, you might lose the game. So he did not leave any surprises there. Dropped the hammer with a lap and a half to go. And now he's less than 500 meters away from the finish line. Aliyev from Uzbekistan, starting his last lap on the run. And there comes our lead race official. And there comes our Asian champion on the Olympic distance 2025, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make him welcome from Japan, Takumi Hojo. What a brilliant performance by our Japanese athletes. And finishing in second place from China, Si Rei Zhang. Silver medal going to... Well done.
Japon atlet tırnaklarıyla kasaya kasaya şampiyon oldu. Hemen arkasından da Çinli atlet geldi. Japon atlet Hojo ve Çinli atlet Zing birincilik ve ikincilik paylaştılar. İkisini de yürekten kutluyoruz.
We still have one more medal to give away, ladies and gentlemen. We already blocked in gold, we blocked in silver, and we have one more bronze medal in our pocket, which will be awarded to the athlete crossing the finish line in third place. And ladies and gentlemen, grab your mobile phones, grab your cameras out. There he comes. Representing Uzbekistan, bronze medalist at the Military World Championships a couple of weeks ago, and now bronze medalist at the Asia Triathlon Championships in Istanbul, Jeremy Quindo. Well done, Jeremy. Bronze medal going to Uzbekistan. And now a sprint finish for 4th, 5th, and 6th. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. 2 Hong Kong athletes, Oscar Coggins and Robin Elga, 4th and 5th. Finishing in 6th place, Yongxiang Ma from China, Krupiakov from Kazakhstan in 7th. So let's see who is going to finish in our top 10. There comes our athlete in 8th position. Welcome to Genta Uchida, Japan. 8th. Ninth place going to China. This is Teng. Yongfeng Teng, finishing in 9th place. And rounding up our top 10, Ryosuke Maeda, Japan. Well done. And ladies and gentlemen, please do not forget, we are going to have our medal presentations starting in roughly about 10 to 15 minutes on the main stage, along with the medal presentations for our Europe Triathlon and Elite Women's event. And right after, we are going to proceed with the medal presentations with all age group categories on the sprint distance. Another Japanese athlete coming closer to the finish line. This is Yasumatsu. Well done. Finishing 11th. Aoba Yasumatsu. Fan from China, finishing in 12th place. Konisbayev from Kazakhstan in 13th. And this is Ayan Baysinbayev. 14th place finish. He is a silver medalist at the 2018 Asian Games. And we might see another sprint finish there, ladies and gentlemen. Look at that! This is Tsuai Pan from Chinese Taipei and Yamamoto. They were battling for 15th and 16th. I think the finish line camera is going to decide about who is taking 15th and who is taking 16th spot in this race. So Koki Yamamoto and Tsuai Pan from Chinese Taipei. Our next athlete is Kakov from Kazakhstan. Welcome. Meilan Iskakov. Our next athlete finishing his race, Jason Tai Long Ng. Well done. Alexander Ten from Kazakhstan. Welcome to the finish line. And our first athlete from Indonesia, Rashif Amila. Yakin. Well done. Representing Uzbekistan. Welcome, Alexei Makarov. Coming through, Kim from Korea. Van Hyo Kim. Now Zhang from China. Chi Zhang. And welcome to the finish line, Joo Young Kim, Korea. Our next finisher, again, from China. This is Ming Yu Wang. Let's bring our athletes home, ladies and gentlemen, before we head over to the main stage for the medal presentations. We are going to start the medal presentations, obviously, with the Europe Triathlon Championship and the elite women's event, and then move on to the medal presentation for the Asia Triathlon Championship, the men's event, and then continue about 15 minutes later with the age group awards. Jozuka from Japan, our next finisher. Welcome. Kazushi Jozuka. Our next finisher from Hong Kong. Welcome, welcome, welcome from Hong Kong, China. This is Tzu Wong. And a big and warm welcome to our next finisher from the Philippines, Fernando Jose Cáceres. Well done.
What's up? How you doing, love? I swear you look familiar, love.
And welcome to our next finisher, Arlan Janabay, Kazakhstan. And now from Uzbekistan, Sultan Aliyev. Welcome, Sultan. And now another athlete from Uzbekistan, Kodjayev. Welcome, Kamran Kodjayev. And ladies and gentlemen, as soon as we finish our race here, as soon as we have our last athlete across the finish line, we are going to take a walk over to the main stage and start the medal presentations for the Europe Triathlon Championships and the Elite Women's event. Continuing then with the Asia Triathlon Championships Elite Men. And then giving all the medals for the Asian Championship and then the European Championships on the sprint distance to all age groups. And now two athletes from the Islamic Republic of Iran. Let's make them welcome. Congratulations, guys. Welcome to Artin Nasiri and Porla Shami. Well done. I think the race is finished. They were our last two finishers. Congratulations, ladies and gentlemen, to all our athletes out there. It's certainly not an easy course, and it was certainly not easy conditions. It was quite windy out there in the water, so there was a bit of a chop as well. It wasn't smooth at all. And the bike course is really challenging, and it was a little bit windy as well. And then the heat kicks in on the run course. But now we are ready to go with our medal presentations in about 5 minutes' time.